Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing fantastic today. My name is Tyson, here with Prepare My Funnel, and today we're going to be diving into the world of courses in ClickFunnels 2.0. Now, specifically, we're going to be going over a new feature release that was literally just released today, and that is the ability to give access to sub-modules inside of the platform. Originally, you only had the ability to give access to like individual modules and the lesson that was within it, but you couldn't give access to the sub-modules you created or the sub-modules for that instance, and it really just allowed you to not go as granular as you wanted to. Now you have the ability to go in and customize to your heart's content and give access as you deem fit, right? So you can really curate the experience that your customers have. Now, today I'm just going to be showing you how you can actually do this for yourself, where you can go, all this good stuff, just so you have this as a guide, essentially, if you ever need to turn back to a video or to a source when it comes to sub-modules or giving that access in the platform, all right? Now, there's a couple ways. First off, we're going to go through a scenario as if you're trying to give access to a large group of people inside of the platform. If you want to do that, what you'd want to do is go over to customers, and then from there go to contacts, and that'll bring you to your all contacts view, right? You can go in and segment and create filters if you want to from there. For now, I am using a filter just for a set group of tags here, but you can add this to however you want, right? Now, from here, if you want to say, give course access to all contacts that were meeting the criteria that you have set up here, if you don't have a filter or anything like that, it's going to add it to all contacts. Just click on a little check mark here right next to the contact headline. And from there, you just want to click on select all, right? At this point, all your contacts have been selected, and you can then go in and grant course access to everyone all at once. You don't have to do this one by one. It does take a lot of time. So that's why we're starting off with this. All you have to do is click on a little bulk actions drop down. From there, click on create enrollment, and you'll be able to go through the prompts here to grant access to the courses that you'd like people to have, all right? You can give access to an entire course by clicking on the checkbox right here for the the first checkbox that you see, and that's going to go ahead and give access to literally everything that you see. Right, so sub-modules, modules, sub-modules, you'll be basically giving it full access. You can go at a more granular level and just click on the arrows until you get to the level that you want here. And let's say you don't want to give access to a lesson within the sub-module. Just uncheck that, and now they're not going to be given access to that. Maybe it's an upsell or something like that, and you don't want to give them access until they purchase something. Whatever the case may be, right? You can go in and now you can fully control that. And there we go. Now they don't have access to the lessons in those sub-modules. They have access to the modules themselves, but when they click on it and they click on the lesson, you can essentially create redirects if you wanted to a order form or somewhere where they can actually gain access to the credentials or product they need to see that, right? But anyways, there's that. You can give access to however many levels or all the levels or one of the levels, depending on what you need and what meets the bill for your customer, right? After that, go ahead and click on save. And just like that, the access that you've created here or that you've selected will be added to each of the customers that you've selected here. All right, you don't have to do the all contacts, right? You could also just go one at a time and just select them like this one. I only want maybe 2 contacts out of this list. You can still do that, and it's the same process. After that, click on a bulk dropdown or bulk actions dropdown, and then click on create enrollment. Right, there's that. All right, now if you only want to do this for one person, you could still do the bulk action method of like checking it off. But you can also do it directly inside of a contact profile. So if you click directly on, say, this guy right here, from there, you'll see some tabs here at the very top. Click on the option for enrollments. Once you do, it's going to take you to this guy right here. If there's nothing listed at this point, that's totally fine. Just go ahead and click on add enrollment, and you can go and select the actual access that you want to give. If there's already a course here, you can go in and manage it just by, I'll just hit save real quick. You can manage it just by clicking on the course name itself. And from there, it should allow you to actually manage that. It's going to take you to the course itself or all the permissions that you've given access to for the specific customer. And you can go and uncheck and recheck and all that good stuff. All right. After that, just update the enrollment and you're good to go. Okay, so those are the first 2 methods, or technically 3, I guess. The last method that we're going to be covering here is going to be going through a workflow, right? So if you want to automate this process a little bit, make it so maybe after someone makes a purchase or maybe opt into a specific funnel, you want them to be given access to this course. This is the route that you actually want to take. Okay, so for now, I'm not going to set a trigger, but let's say you already have a workflow set up and ready to go. Just click on the little plus icon on the line here for your workflow. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see a bunch of options appear. The ones that we're really looking for in this case for courses is going to be under the internal options. So just scroll down until you see the purple, and then from there you'll look for, or you'll want to look for the enroll option right here. Right, click on that directly. It'll show a pop up in the middle of the screen. From there, same scenario, right? You go ahead and select the actual the sub lessons, the sub lessons, or the what you actually want them to have access to by clicking on the arrow here. You can also go over here and expand it all at once if you want to. I believe those options were also available in the other pages. Let's double check here. Yeah, you also see the same buttons here. You can expand all at once. There we go. So if you want to just do a one button and done type of thing, right, to see everything, you can. And there you go. From there, you can go in and grant access as you deem fit. All right, and then from there, create the step and just make sure that the workflow is live and that you have an active trigger. And after that, you should be good to go. And everything should be automated. People will be enrolled based off the actual criteria that you've set up here. And that's literally it. Now, that's it when it comes to using sub-modules to your advantage inside of the platform here and making sure that you're assigning it in a proper spot. If you want to stay ahead of the curve for a lot of these updates, just like this, just make sure to go down in the description below. We do updates every single week, every Monday in our free newsletter, and we send them to you directly again in your inbox with stuff like this, going over exact trainings that you need to make sure you're ahead of the curve, and it's, again, completely free. Just go down below, click on the link, sign up, and that is literally it. All right. Otherwise, have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.